Hey everyone, welcome back to our Unity 2D tutorial series. In this video, we're going to talk about importing assets, slicing sprites, and creating animations. These are essential skills for creating 2D games in Unity. So let's dive right in. In this section, we'll explore the topics covered in this tutorial. First up, we have importing assets. You'll discover how to import images into your Unity project, and we'll show you how to organize them for easy access. Next, we'll tackle slicing sprites. This is a key technique for creating multiple smaller sprites from a single image. These smaller sprites can be then used for animations and sprite sheets, which are essential for efficient 2D game development. Lastly, we'll explore creating animations. You'll learn how to use Unity's animation system to breathe life into your sprites. We'll cover setting keyframes for movement, rotation, and scale, giving you the tools to create dynamic and engaging animations for your games. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a solid grasp of these fundamental skills in Unity 2D. Let's dive in. The first step in creating a 2D game is importing your assets. You can download sprite sheets in the Unity Asset Store. There are free and paid ones out there, so you can check it out yourself. Unity supports various file formats such as PNG, JPEG, and PSD for images. To import an asset, just simply drag and drop it into your project folder in the Unity editor. You can organize your assets into folders for better management. I've already downloaded mine from the Unity Asset Store, so it should be in the package manager. I just have to import it. So there. Once it's done importing, it should be in your assets, as you can see. So now let's open the spreadsheet. So as you can see here, when you click on the sprite sheet, go to the inspector tab and change the sprite mode to multiple. Then you want to change the compression to none. Then change the filter mode to point. When you've done that, click sprite editor, then press apply. So it should open this sprite editor tab. So you can see here the slice. There are three types of slice: automatic, grid by cell size, and grid by cell count. So automatic, this option slices the sprite based on its transparent pixels, automatically detecting regions within the image to create individual sprites. Then we have the grid by cell size. This option divides the sprite into cells of equal size based on a user-defined grid, which is useful for sprites that can be arranged in a grid pattern. Then lastly, we have grid by cell count, which is similar to the grid by cell size. This option divides the sprites into cells of equal size, but instead of specifying the cell size, you specify the number of rows and columns for the grid. In this case, we'll be using the grid by cell count. So let's count the columns and the rows. So there are 10 columns and 9 rows. So as you can see here, they're all equally sliced. Then once you're done, just press slice. Now let's try to do animations. For basics, we'll be doing an idle animation and a walk animation. First, you have to select your character. Then it needs a animator. Then once you're done with that, go to Window, Animation, then Animation again. So this animation tab will pop up. You can drag it over here. Then click on Create. We should open this. Let's name our animation Idle. Now, next, you need to go to your project folder. Then count how many frames the idle animation is. So I think there are 7 frames. Next, you press Shift and right click on your mouse. Wait, we actually need to drag this somewhere else. So drag your sprites in your animation. Let's check. As you can see, the idle animation is way too fast. So what we need to do is we need to extend these frames apart. Oh, wait. There you go. Once you're done, let's check. So the idle animation looks way better now. Now let's make a run animation. Press this drop down arrow over here, then create a new clip. Let's name this one Run. Now let's just find which frames are the run animation. So it should be 17 up to 18. Just drag it again to your animation tab. Let's press play. So as you can see, it looks way too fast. Let's split it up. There we go. We're also going to make an animation for the jump. So let's find the sprites for that. Should be this one. Let's go back here and create a new clip for the jump. add this. Then just separate the part. There we go. We have the jump animation now. So now we're going to the animator. Go back to window, animation, and animator. Then you can see here the animations that you just made, the idle, the run, and the jump. Now we're going to make some parameters. Go to animator tab and press parameters. Then we're going to click on this plus sign and select bool. Then we're going to name this one is jumping and make another one called is running. Next, we're going to make a transition for the run and the idle animation. Right click on idle and press make transition and click run. Then go to this and make sure to disable has exit time so the transition can occur at any time. Then change the duration to 0. Then you want to add a condition is running, set to true, and another one is jumping, set to false. Then you want to do the same, make transition, disable exit time, set this to 0, add a condition, set this one to false, and another one is jumping, set to false. Now let's make an animation, a transition for the jump and idle. So we want to make a transition there. Disable exit time and make a transition is jumping set to true. Then for the jump to idle, disable exit time, set this to 0. Forgot to set this. Then you want to add both conditions set to false. Then we're also going to make a transition between jump and run. Make a transition, disable exit time, set this to 0. Add is running condition set to true. Then is jumping set to false. Then for the other side, disable exit time 0, is jumping true. Now let's go open the code. Open Visual Studio. Then add a variable called public animator anim. Then go to update. Let's create a if statement. If move 0.1f or negative 0.1f. Anim.set bool is running true. else. I forgot to add semicolon. Copy this and set it to false. Then go here. Change this to, wait, I'll copy this. Then change it to is jumping. Set it to false. Then do the same here. Set it to true. Then that should be it. Let's try if it works. Click your character, then drag animator here to this. Then it should work. As you can see, the jump and the run animations are now working. So that will be all for this tutorial. I hope you guys learned something. See you guys in the next video.